My husband begged me to try swinging with his friends for his birthday gift, then got weirdly upset when I actually enjoyed myself. My husband, 30M, and I, 25F, have been together for 5 years. He has 2 friends from college who are a couple, Mike, 30M, and Tina, 28F. They've all been close since we met, and I immediately liked them both, and they really took to me as well. I really feel like they are my friends too. A while back they told me that they were in an open relationship and enjoyed swinging. This was after we all had a few drinks and I talked about how my husband was my first relationship and my first intimate partner. They knew that already, but this time the talk got a bit more into specifics. They weren't pressuring me into anything and I didn't feel like they were trying to get me into anything. You all know the meme. I didn't think this thing was for me, and honestly I still don't. But they've been together many years and if that works for them, all power to them. Well, ever since they told me, my husband got kinda weird. Mike and Tina didn't really bring the subject up anymore, but my husband kinda just wouldn't let it go. At first he kept asking me if I thought Mike was good looking, or if I thought he was nice. And he kept enthusing about Tina, how Tina was so hot, and Tina was such a good wife, and such a good friend, and so kind. I know he had a thing for Tina way back, but I thought that was over since she was with Mike. Then he started talking about how hot it made him thinking about me with another man, or another woman, and the talk would always get him really excited and we'd get intimate. I thought it was kinda off, but he seemed happy and excited so I let it be. Then his birthday rolled around and I asked him what he wanted, and he tells me he wants to reach out to Mike and Tina to see if they're into swinging. At first I wasn't really into it, but he kept asking, and begging. He told me he was bored with our intimate life and it needed spicing up. This really hurt my feelings because there's a lot of stuff I wasn't really into but let him do because I thought it made him happy. Whenever I asked him to do something he'd shoot it down or say it made him uncomfortable. Anyway, he kept insisting and eventually I agreed. This got him really excited and he told me not to worry about it, and he talked it out with Mike and Tina and he'd take care of everything and I was the best wife in the world, which made me really happy, because it's been a while since he was this excited about me. So the day comes, and we meet up at their house and Mike and Tina are being really sweet. And they keep checking comfort levels and this is the problem. See, the way we did it was that first Tina and me did some stuff as the men watched and that it was nice. I felt very hot, and very cared for, and Tina seemed really happy too. Then Mike took me to the bedroom while my husband and Tina stayed in the living room. And it was lovely. Mike was so attentive and so excited and again I felt really beautiful and really desirable. We stayed there for apparently a really long time, and I think I looked maybe too happy when we returned to the living room. And when we returned it was kinda weird, because Tina and my husband were just kinda sitting there on their phones and my husband looked kinda upset. And he said something like oh finally and said it was time to go home, and I barely even got a chance to say goodbye. Ever since, my husband's been a bit weird. He doesn't talk about it anymore and when I try to tell him about my time with Mike or ask about Tina he just shuts down. We haven't really talked to them since. But also the intimate drive is gone. The few times we did make love since, I realized he doesn't really do it for me anymore, and it seems like he doesn't even want to try anymore. I met Tina a few days ago and we talked. I told her everything because I felt really alone in this and really wanted to talk to someone. I asked her about what happened with my husband and she told me he just finished really quickly and wasn't really into satisfying her before or afterwards. She wasn't really bothered and told me men were like that sometimes with her, but she said he got distant and defensive, and she didn't really want to talk to him anymore, but she thought I was lovely and Mike thought so too, which made me feel really good about myself. Then she said she kinda got it though, since I was really into it and he just came along. This got a literal excuse me what the FCK out of me. Then we talked some more and turns out my husband had been setting this up for weeks, way before I agreed. And he kept telling them he was doing this for me, and I was really into it and kept insisting I brought it up and was really into it, which is a total lie. Then we talked more and the more we talked the more I realized just how unsatisfied I am in my relationship, both emotionally and intimately. I don't think polyamory, swinging, or open relationships etc. is for me. But I think being married to my husband isn't really for me either. I don't want to sound spoiled or entitled, but at the very least I think I deserve to be with a man who won't lie to me, and who will make me feel loved and satisfied, or at least, I don't know, make the effort. I haven't talked to him about this yet, but I just think I really needed to put it into words before going ahead with this. So, thank you for reading and wish me luck.